I think there's a few. One of it is flexibility. I would say also in our offices we see that flex working places are whether it's a trend or a hype, I don't know. And in 5 years we're back in small 7 square feet offices, but at the moment this is trending. So flexibility is one. Others is health. Being in a healthy work environment. I mean, here in the office you see it as well with the lighting. This is very important. We spend a lot of energy in, let's say, finding the right work balance where people feel comfortable. Food, we have several canteens, restaurants where we try to make, let's say, healthy snacks and food possibilities for the people, but also they can still fall back on the traditional ones, of course. And yeah, also a lot in technology where it comes to HVAC, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, very important in the offices where people spend a lot of time during the year at the office, and then with let's say air ventilation needs to be healthy. This needs to be managed by software, needs to trigger alerts when something is not working. First, it starts with getting the people in the properties. We're actually working in the office segment and also in the industrial segment. I think one of the challenges for property management is the communication. So the communication with my tenants and making sure that my people from the department understand the needs of the tenant. And this doesn't mean that they have to pick up the phone or send an email. This goes much further. And then understanding all the new technologies that are happening on the market, which goes in a tempo that is amazing, I have to say. Because if you compare it with 10 years ago, when I was still working in the Netherlands, things moved much slower, I have to be honest. But now with all the startups and the technologies involved, it's almost every week you can implement something else in your building. Distinguish yourself from the rest. It's very hard at the moment to come up with a solution that hasn't been touched already, in my opinion. But I think it's about getting the references, making sure that your product works. So proof of concept, working with companies like IBM, startup pilots, proof of concepts, and work from there. And then you will hit the bigger companies. And once it starts rolling, it starts rolling.